Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody? Tell them to. My love for you is greater. My love for you is greater. My love for you is greater. My love for you. I want to say that I love you. Oh yes, I love you, Lord. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I love you, Lord. And I lift my voice to worship you. Oh, my soul, rejoice. Take joy, my King, in what you hear. Let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ears. Oh yes, I love you, Lord. Oh, I love you, Lord. And I lift my voice to worship you, to worship you. I love you, Lord. And I lift my voice, oh, to worship you. Oh, my soul, rejoice. Take joy, my King, in what you hear. Hi! What a God that I serve. You know, I got worship you, oh my soul. What can you do with me? You know, early this morning I got news from the island of St. Lucia. 2 young ladies were shot. Oh, really? Listen to this. 2 young ladies were shot, and a young man was shot point blank. Where the ladies, 2 young ladies, I'm not sure if they are in the 18, 20, but they were shot point blank under the ground. Well, and that's from the village of Dennery. What is becoming of many of these Caribbean islands? You can see that God is not in St. Lucia. You can see that Jesus, the Spirit of the Lord, has left that island. When the amount of killing, the amount of murders, senseless killing of young women, young men, and no one is doing anything about it. And this is a time and a season for you that are children of God to start to pray. Remember, the Bible tells us that these are the days of Noah. These are the days of Lot. And you have to make a decision about your life. If you want to serve God, serve God. If you want to serve the devil, serve the devil. But I am sure to let you know that God is going to visit all of these islands. St. Lucia, you wait for your visitation. The senseless murders of young people. So all 3 of them gone straight to hell, Maria. Straight to hell. While these young people are being killed, do you have a sorrow in your heart that these young people are just being killed like this in the island of St. Lucia? And I don't care what you can curse me after, but St. Lucians, I'm a St. Lucian. I left there while I was a little girl. But St. Lucians, you are all about sex. You are all about obia. 99% of you are about sex and obia and how to tear down people. That's what you're about. That's what you are about. You are about to obia and sex. But I want to let you know, the grand visitation of God is going to visit that island. I will be in Jamaica on the 4th of August. I forget to say what I said, the 4th, but I will be in Jamaica the 4th of August. Maria is going to do a flyer, okay? The 4th of August, ask Sister Kennis what is it that she needs to put on the flyer. And you need to wake up. I think it is time for the people of St. Lucia, those of you that are Christians, you need to rise up. You need to rise up. When I saw the bodies of these young people this morning, I said, wow. I said, wow. So you are about sex. You're about how to gratify the flesh. Your prime minister that you put in is a man of obia. He could never get in there without obia. So the fact is that if you, the spiritual leaders of St. Lucia, would not wake up, the fact is that you're going to have so much more killings. When he came in power, I told you, when that man came in power, I told you, you should have left the others that was in power. Because it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace for an island like this where young people are being shot point blank on the street. So that means your tourism economy is about to go down. As a matter of fact, I saw in a vision the Lord gave me for St. Lucia, where I saw supermarkets empty. So tell them I say that. Your prime minister that came in here, he's a disgrace to St. Lucia. He's a disgrace. I care if he's a lawyer. He's a disgrace to St. Lucia. And y'all put him in. And y'all put him in by obia. So he could not do anything better for the young people in St. Lucia but to allow others to kill each other. Huh? That's my question for all St. Lucians. That's my question. Whew. I'm out of wind. What are you doing for the loss of lives in St. Lucia? Are you crying out to God? Or do you think that there is something? But let me tell you something. God is going to visit St. Lucia. God is going to visit the Caribbeans, the nations of the Caribbean. Why? Why is he going to visit? Because some of you are too nasty. St. Lucia, Barbados, Jamaica, you're going to be visited. Trinidad and Tobago, all of you will be visited. Dominica, we had an election in Dominica and the people had no say because all of y'all use obia. All of y'all just go to Haiti. All of y'all use, I see y'all in the realm of the spirit. Y'all go to all of those places, but it is time for the spiritual leaders. How many spiritual leaders in St. Lucia that is not part of the Masonic Lodge? You see, y'all can't say anything because y'all have signed up for the devil. Where are the Christian ministers in St. Lucia to cry out for the nation? Where are y'all? Where are y'all? Where are the Christian ministers? There is no Christian minister. Huh? There is no Christian minister that can put sackcloth and ashes and go on the streets of the city of St. Lucia and cry out for St. Lucia. That's my question. Well, I want to let you know, Barbados is about to have crop over. Well, God never tell me when it's going to happen. But the Lord told me to tell Bajans, He will visit you in a festive time. I don't know when, but He's going to visit. He's going to visit. Where are the ministers? Have they eat all the politicians' money that they can't talk now? I just want to know. I just want to know. Guyana is not part of the Caribbean. Guyana is South America. As the Lord speak to me about Guyana, I can tell you. But the Caribbean, Guyana is not part of the Caribbean. Guyana is South America. But as the Lord speak, I will let you know. When are we going to make a decision? When are we going to make a decision? Where are the pastors in St. Lucia? Huh? Where are the pastors to stand between the porch and the altar and cry? There is none. Where are they? There is no preaching of repentance. Where are they? That's what I'm asking. Sin have been normalized. It's a normal thing. It's a normal thing. Well, when God passed through St. Lucia, He killing all the pastors. Tell them I say so. When He passed over St. Lucia, the waters are going to be so high. The tornadoes are going to be so furious. Where are the pastors? I just want to ask a question. I'm ready for private deliverance. In 5 minutes. Let me see if the woman of God can send me those pictures. St. Lucia, your days are at hand. Dennery, Viewfort. You know, St. Lucians, not every one of them. You're all about sex. It's all about sex. You are sexy. Well, in the end time, sex will be what it is. But you need to start to go on a march and put out that government. That government you'll put in St. Lucia, because he's a disgrace to St. Lucia. He's a disgrace to the island of St. Lucia. Huh? What is he doing about the murders in St. Lucia? And let me tell you, I don't live in St. Lucia, but I'm going to tell you what goes on in the realm of the spirit. I got to tell you, 99% of policemen in St. Lucia are part of the Masonic Lodge, and 99% of policemen in St. Lucia are part of the drug. Because you don't pay the policemen in St. Lucia. You do not pay them well. If you don't pay them well, it's obvious they're going to tip off the drug men in St. Lucia. 99. I'm telling you what I see in the realm of the spirit. 99% of the policemen in St. Lucia are selling drugs. I am telling you what God showed me. St. Lucia is a corrupt nation. 99% of the policemen in St. Lucia are in drugs. Why you think they can kill people like that in St. Lucia? Because the guns come from them. St. Lucia needs a wake-up call, and St. Lucia needs a cleanup. %, of the policemen in St. Lucia are in drugs. Because the government would not pay. I don't live in St. Lucia. I don't talk to nobody in St. Lucia. But I'm telling you as a prophet of God, if the policeman is corrupt, then the whole nation will be corrupt. You are policemen in St. Lucia that will not take bribes. And you are policemen. And there should be a separation between police and immigration officers. You can't have police working at immigration and immigration working at police. 99% of the guns are shipped in by police. You have a nation that is corrupt. You have a nation that is corrupt. Well, I come to talk to all St. Lucians and especially the Caribbean. The Lord will visit you. Barbados will be visited, and every island in the Caribbean will be visited. Is there one spiritual leader in the island of St. Lucia that can go on their knees and put on sackcloth and ashes and wail on the streets of Castries? I told you this was going to happen. During the election, y'all cursed me. I told y'all during the election that y'all should have left the old Prime Minister day. I told y'all, but y'all would not stop with your witchcraft. All is witchcraft. Witch workers. But this is what the Lord is telling me to tell the island of St. Lucia. There will be wailing and weeping more than ever, because there is not a day of repentance for that country. Where's a day of repentance for that country? Where's a day to weep? Where's a day to say we are weeping for our nation? I gotta go. Let me see what this person wants. Now, if you're gonna come on my live, make sure that you come on my live for... listen to me. If you're gonna come on my live, come right. You don't want me to blow your head in the realm of the spirit, okay? Come on my live right. Listen to me. As I speak, God is already making a way to visit St. Lucia. And he's going to visit St. Lucia swiftly. Oh, yes. God bless you. Huh? What is really going on? This person is taking long to come on. What the heck? She's student? My friends, I was hoping this person will come on, but I gotta go. I'll come back on. God bless you. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. It's about to happen. God is going to shake St. Lucia in such a way that houses going to come from miles and miles from the mountain. You know what the Lord showed me? Some of you from Gros Islet, I saw the whole of Rodney Bay being burnt up. I saw Rodney Bay, fire in Rodney Bay. There's a lot of homosexual acts that goes on in that place. Rodney Bay. There's gonna be a riot in Rodney Bay. God showed me a great riot that's gonna be in Rodney Bay that's gonna burn up everything. Not only that, I saw water covering. I told you about that. The island, not the island, that Gros Islet the water came up. Castries on the water. It's coming. God is going to pay back.